"Oh, great to see you," Jeff said, his face contorting into a mask of feigned normalcy. "The idol is, well, it's undergoing a purification ritual. It needs another 6 hours. Why are you standing like that?" Jennifer asked, narrowing her eyes. "Are you hiding something?" "Hiding? Me? Jeff Bingham? I'm an open book, Jen. A book with very sticky pages." Suddenly, the idol slipped. It didn't fall to the floor because it was still attached to Jeff's thumb by a thin, stubborn string of glue. It swung out from behind his back like a wooden pendulum. Jennifer stared at it. She looked at Jeff's thumb. She looked at the idol's new facial treatment. "Jeff," Jennifer said, her voice dangerously quiet, "did you glue your thumb to my baby maker?" "I prefer to think of it as a collaborative art piece," Jeff said. "Give it to me." Jennifer grabbed the idol, and with a sharp crack, the bond was broken. Jeff winced as a layer of skin stayed behind on the wood. "There," Jennifer said, clutching the statue. "I'm taking this home. And Jeff, if I don't get pregnant this month, I'm going to glue your remote control to the ceiling. Face down." "Fair," Jeff nodded. "That's a fair deal." As Jennifer stormed out, Jeff looked at his red, raw thumb. "You see that, Audrey? That's the price of greatness. That's the sacrifice a stallion makes for his friends." "Eat your hot dog, Jeff," Audrey said, handing him the leftover bag. "You've earned it." To be continued. Rules of Engagement. The Manhattan Chronicles. Chapter 1. The High-Definition Mirage. The pixelated glory of the 60-inch high-definition screen bathed Jeff Bingham's living room in a rhythmic, electronic blue glow. For Jeff, this wasn't just a television. It was a sanctuary, a window into a world where the grass was greener, the jerseys were crisper, and the hits felt visceral. Beside him, Adam Rhodes leaned back, his eyes glazed with the kind of adoration usually reserved for religious icons. "That was great, man," Adam sighed. The remnants of a six-pack scattered around his feet like fallen soldiers. "I love watching games on your TV. It's like I can see the sweat on the quarterback's forehead." Jeff took a slow, methodical swig of his beer. "Well, you keep bringing that six-pack admission charge, and you're welcome anytime. It's a fair trade for the optic excellence." Adam shook his head, a look of genuine pain crossing his face. "All I know is, when I go home and watch my regular low-def TV, I want to stab myself in the eyes with a fork. It's like watching a game through a bowl of soup." "Well, don't do that," Jeff replied dryly. "Then you won't be able to find your way over here with the beer. And frankly, my charity only extends to those who can carry a cardboard carrier." As Adam stood to leave, checking his watch with the frantic energy of a man who knew he was late for a domestic appointment, he paused at the door. "Oh, hey, I just saw Jennifer in the hallway. She's got a present for you." Jeff's eyebrows shot up. "A present?" In the world of marriage, a present from a wife could range from a new power tool to a 3-hour lecture on communication. "I'll bet she does." "What is it?" Adam grinned. That irritatingly youthful, engaged man grin. "Well, I'm not going to ruin the surprise, but make sure you are excited when she gives it to you. Seriously, Jeff. High energy. No Jeff size." "I can be excited," Jeff muttered, though his heart wasn't in it. "I'll practice my wow face in the mirror." After Adam exited, Jennifer entered. She wasn't Jeff's wife Audrey was, but in this tightly knit circle of Manhattan apartments, boundaries were often more of a suggestion. Jennifer was glowing with the excitement of a hunter returning with a prize. "How was girls' night out?" Jeff asked, trying to steer the conversation away from whatever surprise awaited him. "Did you guys play truth or dare and try on each other's bras? I believe that's the legal requirement for female gatherings." Jennifer rolled her eyes. "Actually, it was fun. Once you get those girls out of the office, they are not afraid to drink. You know Teresa? The one from accounting?" "I don't think so." "Jeff, you've met her 9 times, Jennifer countered. "Anyway, she and her husband are swingers. And then there's Mary, the one you call Bug Eyes." "Bug Eyes? That's a classic," Jeff chuckled. "What's her deal? Does she stare at the husband until he yields?" "Actually," Jennifer lowered her voice, "she told us tonight that she and her husband only have phone sex. Can you imagine?" Jeff paused. "Phone sex? In the same house? That's like calling a restaurant from the parking lot." A sudden, chilling thought struck him. Wait a minute, do you meaning Audrey and you talk about our sex life with your girlfriends? Jennifer hesitated, a telltale sign of guilt. Well, come on, Jeff. I've got to contribute something to the conversation. Tonight, I told them that when you sweat during sex, your chest hair looks like a rainforest. Jeff stared at her. The silence in the room became heavy. And? That's the headline? Sweaty chest hair? That's how you compete with swingers and phone sex? I'm a nature documentary? What do you want me to tell them? Jennifer asked, genuinely puzzled. I don't know, Jeff grumbled. Maybe something that includes the word satisfied, exhausted, or maybe even filthy. Give me some street cred, Jennifer. Don't turn me into the Amazon basin. Chapter 2. The Messenger's Burden. The next morning, the sun fought its way through the Manhattan smog, illuminating the small cafe where Russell Dunbar sat across from a woman whose name he was almost 60% sure was Claire. Russell was a man of specific appetites. He liked expensive scotch, tailored suits, and women who didn't ask for his last name. But Claire was different. She was a free spirit. She played the guitar in the park. She didn't seem to care that Russell's shoes cost more than her rent. So, Russell said, watching her devour a bagel with the intensity of a castaway, am I going to see you again? I mean, I'm a really good cook. How about tonight I go to your place and I make you dinner? Claire looked up, a smear of cream cheese on her lip. Ooh, how very Ward and June Cleaver. Or Ross and Rachel. I'll tell the doorman to let you in. And as a way of saying thanks, I've got a surprise for you. Russell smirked. He liked surprises. Usually, they involved lace. Back at the apartment, Audrey was waiting for Jeff with a box. This was it, the present. When I saw this, I thought it would be perfect for you, Audrey said, her eyes shining with genuine affection. Jeff opened the box. His heart sank. Inside was a bag. Not a gym bag, not a briefcase. It was a sleek, leather messenger bag. It's for me? He asked, his voice an octave higher than usual. Do you like it? Look at it. It has a pad for the shoulder strap, Audrey gushed. I saw you taping up your old backpack and I thought, you're doing so well at work, you should look more stylish, more like a real grown-up. Jeff put the bag on. He looked in the mirror. He didn't see a rising executive. He saw a man who had lost his way. He saw a man who might be carrying a small dog and a baguette. Come on, strut your stuff, Audrey encouraged. You look fabulous. I feel fabulous, Jeff lied, the word tasting like ash in his mouth. Later that day, at the local pub, the mockery was swift and brutal. It's a purse, Russell stated, pointing a finger at the bag. The message is, I'm a girl. It's a messenger bag, Jeff defended, though he was holding it like it was radioactive. Probably no panties in there, though, Adam added, leaning in. No room, what with all the douches. Jeff sighed. He was trapped. He couldn't disappoint Audrey, but he couldn't walk the streets of New York looking like a Parisian art student. This was the burden of the modern husband, choosing between his wife's feelings and his own dignity. Chapter 3. The Hotel Escape. We need to be spontaneous, Jeff, Audrey declared that evening. The conversation about rainforest, chest hair, and the purse had sparked a need in her for something more. Something. 5-star. Spontaneous costs money, Jeff countered. Let's get a room at the Windsor Suites right now. A change of scenery. A night of passion, Audrey insisted. Jeff looked at her. He looked at the couch. If I'm paying for a 4-star hotel, I expect 5-star results. I'll go get the Gatorade. They checked into the Windsor Suites. The room was opulent plush carpets, a minibar that cost more than a small car, and a bed that felt like a cloud. We are going to wreck this place, Audrey whispered, pulling him toward the bed. Wait, Jeff said, his ears pricking up. Is that happy hour music? Downstairs, the hospitality suite was offering complimentary wine and cheese. For a man like Jeff, the word complimentary was a siren song. Audrey, they call it complimentary, but it's built into the price. If we don't go, we're essentially losing money. It's a fiscal responsibility. The night of passion quickly devolved into a tactical mission. They spent 3 hours in the lobby, chugging free Chardonnay and stuffing their pockets with gourmet crackers and sushi. By the time they returned to the room, the passion had been replaced by a wine-induced coma. The bed is so comfortable, Audrey murmured, already half asleep. Yeah, Jeff agreed, kicking off his shoes. Let's watch Spider-Man 3 on pay-per-view. It's $13, but hey, we saved $40 on dinner. They fell asleep before the opening credits ended. It was the most perfect, unsexy, married night they had ever had. And in a way,